Jeffrey with Real Nifty Vintage, and I've got a little bit of a haul to show you right now. And then I'm off to the booth today. It's Sunday, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a few things over there. I've got lots of ornaments that I need to try to hang on the pegboard, like in the holes. So we'll see how that turns out. But the antique mall owner recommended that I sell them all individually for between $2 and $5. So I didn't know what to price them at, so I just put every ornament at $3.50 and we'll go from there. So whatever I can sell for that price, great. Otherwise, I'll mark down as time progresses. But there's about close to 100 ornaments that I'm going to be hanging in the holes on the wall. So otherwise, I was going to sell them. I have 2 totefuls. I was going to sell each tote for like $40 or try to. And but doing it this way, I can make $300-400. So all right, so I've got here a table full of items that came from, well, it's a place where you go, you get whatever you want, and then you make a donation. So it's all donation based. I paid $15 for the stuff on the table. I could have probably got it a little cheaper if I was to go to, like, say, yard sales or whatever, but that's okay. And so the one thing about it is I did miss out on going day 1, which is Thursday at, I think, 2 p.m. I forgot all about it, and it was in the paper. So I missed out on it this week. They've got another week that I can go to on Thursday, and that's when they'll put out a lot more new stuff so that I'll have a first chance look at getting it. But I think we ended up going a couple days later after the original start day on this. So let's go ahead and start over here. We've got these really cool Corel plates. This is little roosters. It's Corel, as you can see. And this pattern here, I forgot the name of it, but it was started in 2006. And it's just a really fun plate. We have the little, well, we got, looks like 4 of each, which is very nice. Yes, very, very good. So I like this pattern. I don't know if I want to keep it. I really don't need any more plates, but I really like the country vibe of it. They could probably go in my booth, and I'll need to do a little research, but since it is still a pattern that's carried or in circulation, however you want to call it, I don't know what I'm going to price it at. So I need to do a little research on these, but they are very cool, and I really like them. So that's neat. This one here is just a little single one here. I'll wash it up and put it with my other plates. I've got just random odds and end Corel plates that I sort of like picking up whenever I can. This here, I found a little butter dish, and it has the geese on it. So that's neat. In pretty good shape, minus a couple little nicks right there, but that's on the inside. All in all, good shape. I think this is gonna go online. It screams 80s, I'll tell you that. It says marmalade on the bottom, made in Taiwan. So all in all, good shape. Butter dishes, I usually don't come across, but I am aware that they are desirable and probably one of the most things prone to breaking or just hard to find in general. So I wanted to definitely pick this up as it's a butter dish. Not so crazy about the pattern necessarily, but you know, all the stuff comes back and it'll eventually be very popular, these geese and all that stuff. So I grabbed it. These little cups here I also picked up. Why not? Because everything was essentially free, even though I did pay for it. This is Arcopole, France. That's really the only reason I picked it up. I know the name. However, that doesn't mean that it's very desirable. But they are really pretty. I love the elegant look of the this top here, this rim, and then these flowers are very cool. They are this mug is very reminiscent to Corel in the way that it's just made, this glass and everything. And I thought it was Corel, but no, it's not. So I will see what those do. This here I also picked up. They don't do very well as far as selling online for me, but it's just really pretty mint green, jadeite color, Tupperware mold, Jello mold, and it has, you know, a lid here. Then there's the green part, and then this part here also comes off. So it's 3 pieces. I've sold a couple of these online, maybe one or two online, and I think I still have some listed. I know I have like a blue Delphite, Azurite, whatever color it's called, one of these online, seafoam green version. So, but otherwise, I just had to grab it because it's cool. It's in pretty good shape. And yeah. Now, these two little guys here, I actually paid money for at this place. They do have a section where I guess they've decided that some things are more valuable than just take it and make a donation. So I paid $3 for these little guys here. So really it was $3 plus 15 for the rest. So 18 in total, really. These are really nice plaster peasants, and I think they'll do really good online. This one here has seen better days, has quite a bit of chips. This one here, however, is much nicer, but I'll keep them together, of course, and they'll look great on the wall. And I'm not sure about price, but I'm thinking and hoping for around $40, plus $10 shipping or so, something like that. Hard to say. Back here, we've got some interesting pieces. We have here a really nice planter made by made by Hager. And so it's really pretty. I love the green. And I don't really need stuff like this. I don't need it in my life, but I just thought it was really pretty. If I can't sell it for a decent amount in the booth, I'll just hang on to it. I think it'll look great in the bedroom. So we've got this here. And then this one here also reminded me of like an old world solarium or greenhouse or something like that, just with this antiqued green. And it's just a box with a hinge and a little red snowflake in it. So, and it's very cool. Really, really cool. I think that would go great in the booth. And I'm not sure on price, but it's a very heavy thing. So had to pick that up. Where are we at? Okay, I also grabbed this little Christmas tree. Just thought it was cute. And it is made in Japan. And just a cute little tree. So we'll see what this does. Probably a booth item. I'll double check online, but something like this probably doesn't go for very much online, maybe $10, $12. I also grabbed a little West Clock travel clock here, and it does work. I tried it out while I was there, and it's just a very cool little clock. So I will see about selling this online. I don't know how popular these are, but these are great to not even travel with. I mean, you could just put this up on your nightstand, kind of, prop it up, put it on your nightstand, and it looks really cool. So we'll see what this kind of thing does online. If it does well, it probably isn't more than like $12. So we'll see, but had to grab it because it's small and easy to ship. Now we have here a little cow milk jug looking thing for decoration purposes, really. And I just had to grab it. There was a few other cow things there, but the majority of them were like little figurines and things like that. So I just went with this because, milk, cow goes together, and it kind of has that farmhouse vibe. And even if you got tired of the cow, you can just turn it around and it's just a plain pottery jug. So not marked in any way. It's not too spectacular, but still a great booth item for a few dollars. I also grabbed this, and it's just a little wire basket with a bird on it. Wouldn't normally grab something like this because I don't have good luck selling it in my booth, but it's a great spring item. I might put this away until spring, but it's just a nice little bird's nest, and you could do lots of things with it, and very cool. I also grabbed this little dog here. I think it's a poodle, not sure. At least I know it's a dog. Usually I call things different animals completely. So yes, we have a dog here laying down, and not marked really, but great shape. It looks to me to be like a 70s item, 1970s item. So either way, very cool, and had to grab that. I also grabbed a little bit of greenery here. I have been picking this stuff up to put in the bedroom to kind of just give it more of that vibe that I'm going for, like I said. But this is kind of a dusty mess. Got to wash it off and hopefully it'll jive in there. I'm running out of room to put fake plants. And I would used to say fake plants are terrible, don't ever use them, but because I came from the 90s when everyone was doing this ivy and stringing it along windows and above TV things and all that, but now it's like, why not? Let's just put it all over the place. So maybe it's a nod to memories, I don't know, but I have been just getting fake plants recently, and I've got some right up there too. But these look really nice and realistic. But they got little, see, they got little droplets on there. These I picked up here locally at a little shop, and they were like $2 for the bundle because they were, I guess, a closeout thing. I don't know. So, got that. I also picked up these two cool, really cool treasure chests. They are jewelry boxes, as you can see. They're not perfect, but I mean, this kind of thing wouldn't be like a real one. We got a little missing veneer right there. But this one here actually has the clasp, but this one is missing its clasp. So this one would probably be destined for the booth, and this one online. This one's much larger, like a little larger too, and it has a secondary tray. Oops. So yeah, very cool. I think this will do well online. I need to double check that for pricing, but pretty happy with it. Okay, I'm gonna be fighting the white balance in here because anytime I go like to the window, you can't really see what's going on with the green. But we'll try to go here in the corners. You can see it's sort of a dark foresty green, and I'm really loving the way that it's grounding the side of the room. Grounding really just meaning that it's bringing a little bit more weight to this side of the room to help balance out the enormity of this pattern. And so I have this hanging planter over here, and it's really cool. I picked that up at an estate sale a while ago, thought I would sell it online, and I actually did list it. And I thought this would be something great for like a bohemian kind of a design element, and I thought it would sell pretty easily. I had it listed for $40 for quite a while, and nobody was really jumping on it. I'm not sure why. Maybe there's just so many out there, and so I think I paid $4 for it with the plant inside of it included. And it was hanging in somebody's house, and I just bought it right out of the ceiling. So I think it looks great in here. Really happy with that. I actually did get around to painting these posts, so now they are pretty much done. I have, I think, one more little coat to do over everything just to set it. But and yes, this door here, a couple people commented, it just goes right out to the hallway. That's not the closet. This big thing is the closet. So yeah, that's why I did not paper the inside of that door, because it's mostly always open. And I sort of like the whiteness of it. It ties the white together and it keeps it a little bit brighter in here rather than painting it like a variant of one of these greens. Okay, so yes, we have floor to ceiling curtains now. Let's see if I can here we go, maybe. So we have green panels on each side. We got the shears that go to the floor. Same thing here. We have this nice chime. And this is actually interesting. I picked this up over 15 years ago. I was pretty young, maybe about 9 or 10 in Florida. This was one of the things I wanted to buy with my money, and I think it was like $40 at the time. But yeah, I go back that far with liking stuff like this. So I bought it, had it in my room for a little bit, realized that I just didn't need it in my room, my bedroom, like when I was growing up. So I gave it to my grandma, and and she had it in her house for a while, and then she passed away, and then I got it back. So I'm really happy. It was very, very dusty. Dust likes to settle on these little shells, but really love it. I think it adds something to this area right here, brightens it up, creates that nice contrast. Oh, and there's the little birds up here. That's the birds that I picked up in I think the last haul. And then got a little potted plant here. I don't know if I mentioned that one. I don't know. My memory's shot right now. So I picked this up at the flea market that I have been starting to go to on Thursdays, and I think it was $1. So that's a good price. $1 with the brass pot. And then we've got my little cockatiel alabaster, someone commented, birds that have broken off heads and then re-glued. All right, it's like deja vu. I actually got another aluminum tree. Wow, I was so happy to get it. I went to an auction yesterday. Yesterday was Saturday, and I went over there. It was kind of cold, and for what we're used to, and I did not even know that there was an aluminum tree there. It was in this box right here, which in itself is kind of a different sort of a box for an aluminum tree. So, and there's like hardly any writing on it. It's made by Noma. At least that's what the box says. It says Noma lights. And of course, they are known for light. It's sort of interesting in that it's two pieces right there. They're wood posts, but the branches are attached to them. So I peeked in there at the auction and I was like, where is everything? Why is it in why is it all in this one really skinny box? And I was kind of wondering, oh, maybe everything's not here. Well, I took it out and I realized that it's just that it was all, like that. All the branches were folded up on itself. So I thought that was pretty interesting. And I was kind of weary the whole time I was taking it and moving the branches down. I'm like, oh, how many times has people bent these branches down? It just feels like it's going to snap one day. So yeah, I'm going to sell this one on Etsy. I'm not sure about the price yet. I paid $33 for it. I thought that was a pretty good price for an aluminum tree. And I will list it soon enough, probably when we get back from the trip, somewhere in there. And I've got to finish folding out the branches a little bit. They look a little wonky. Well, I'm about to go off to the booth. I just wanted to close out the video. I've got my little things in here, my little ball jars, my ball freezer jars. I'm going to sell the ones without lids for $5. And then I've got a couple with lids I'm going to sell for about $9 a piece. We'll see if they go for that. I think they're really interesting jars, but they're cool. And then we have a little corner curio cabinet thing, mandolin. I'm going to sell this little apple basket thing. And then we've got some of these other doodads and stuff in there. I'm also going to be doing a little bit of painting in my booth, just odds and end things that I want to brighten up, some wood pieces and things. So hopefully it's not too busy today. It's a Sunday. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and close out the video now. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye-bye.